Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Bandwidth and Banter where I forgot my mug, but she had hers. Today, we're on our 77th episode of Bandwidth and Banter. And wow, and we're on a roll right now because last week we had the amazing Nerdy Northerner. Wow, such an incredibly talented streamer. Guys, go check him out if you haven't already. He's like my brother from another mother. He's really similar to me, except he's got this whole Nordic theme going on. Really amazing. Just very positive and uplifting. Tries to make people feel good. It's perfect. Chef's kiss, right? Isn't that what you like to say there, Druid?
Yeah, chef's kiss.
Speaking of chef's kiss, the guy we want to have on today is someone that all of us want to kiss on.
Smooches.
Yeah, lots of smooches. The amazing and incomparable Tarkonix has agreed to return to our humble Bandwidth and Banter podcast, and we couldn't be happier about it. So without further ado, let's have the man of the hour himself on the show.
Hello.
Hello.
We can hear. Let's go.
Let's go.
Guys,
how are you, Tark?
That is, yeah, Tarkonix is one of our favorite people. I'm so happy that we found his circle. I don't even remember how we found their circle.
It's magic.
We must give credit to Rusty Tonix, who is the glue that has bound us.
That is true. Shout out to Rusty Tonix RPG.
Right. I mean, I knew it was Rusty. I'm just scratching my head trying to remember how I met Rusty.
Now that one I can't help you with.
Yeah.
Anywho, yeah, like we're in for a treat because it's a returning guest interview. It's a bit different. Instead, it's more of an open forum, round table, or round the couch kind of chat today. So while we're chatting, if anybody wants to chime in on the topics that we're discussing, feel free to. Although we definitely will have a floor questions at the end as well. With that said, I think it's time to jump into it. What do you think, Druid?
Yeah.
You good, Lord of Tark?
Yeah.
Yes. I am ready for all things questions about floors eventually as well. I've done flooring before, but when you give me the floor, we'll see how that goes. All things, only floor questions, by the way, people, later.
Only floor questions. Okay, we'll make sure to add that to the agenda. If you have any
roofing questions, you're out of here.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that. Only just quality floor. Quality floor.
So, please tell us what's new in your universe today, Tarkonix.
I am no longer. I'm a recovering Cuphead streamer. No more cups. No more
cups. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, it's over. We've done it.
How do you feel? Like, how does it feel? I
feel what I imagine like having growths removed feels like. It feels like that. I feel like I jump higher now. I run faster. I think about things faster. But yeah, 300% Cuphead no hit is done. I've moved on with my life, and it's been very good. I'm very excited about it.
Amazing. So you've been doing Hades, right?
Hades hitless and Crash. Actually just got a Crash run the other day.
Nice.
Shout out.
Yes. What's your favorite thing about Hades? How are you liking that?
Hades is amazing. It does all the right things that Hades 1 did, so it's great in that regard. Hades 2 is just the combat's a blast, and it is, I don't know, the story is amazing. There's so much dialogue, and that I don't know, it has not disappointed one bit. So I'm very excited.
I love that for you.
Yeah, yes. I love watching you play it because you're it's right up your alley, and you're really good at it, and it's a fun game. I mean, I want to pick up the original and the sequel.
You should.
Do you feel like since you spent so much time on Cuphead that now that's gone, do you feel like Hades is gonna have that same feeling by the end of it? Or do you feel like because you've tortured yourself, you're like, literally nothing can bother me at this point?
So at least the thing with Hades is it's there's some randomness to it. It's a little different every time. So
Right.
you'll be a little bit surprised. Now a lot of the rooms look the same. A lot of the gods and goddesses are the same. But what I'm using on the run is it's not like Cuphead where I'm getting the same weapon. I'm getting the same. I have the same stupid moccasins. Like literally, even the clothes change in Hades. You can get different dresses that do different things. Oh yeah, even the clothes are different. So at least I got that going for me. I mean, everything's different. So
as a Cuphead watcher, I feel like the one room that I've seen like I've popped into so many people streaming, and I just would see them in that room where you're just standing on the desks shooting ghosts, right?
Oh.
Just like I just feel like I've seen that room so many times. I can only imagine.
You're giving him PTSD, Druid. It's so mean.
Yeah. Oh, I can just hear the song playing. I heard the beginning of the game when you open it the other day on somebody else's stream, and I literally had like a fight or flight response.
You had a trauma response.
Right. Who's that? I'm ready to go.
I have to admit, I have something in common with you. I played a game on stream for 3 years straight, and that was Daggerfall. I don't think I ever got as sick of it as you, though, because I only played it once a week. And I pretty much mastered everything you can do in that game. But I totally get that relief feeling of, you know what, it's time to put this away.
Yeah.
Did you delete it from your computer?
No, I didn't. I think I will eventually play it again. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So you don't totally hate it. You have a repairable relationship with that game.
Did you delete it? Did you delete Cuphead?
I have not. I'm gonna verify that. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. No, I did not. It's still there.
Oh, because listen, because like I had braces growing up and I had to wear headgear, and the moment they removed my braces and I could throw away my headgear, I like chopped that thing up into little pieces before I threw it away. So that's how I imagine in my brain the reaction of you just being done with Cuphead. Yeah.
Yeah, it's what I imagine like taking a bra off at the end of the day feels like, except it was the longest day ever. And that was one hell of a bra.
I mean, it's just like 2 sizes too small. It's a little too tight, digging in. The wires poking you in the side. Like
preach just to tell them. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to know what that feels like, you just got to wear a jock strap all day.
Yeah.
The level of suspicion that I had building up to the end of that sentence, I was afraid.
Yeah, I was like, is Stormy gonna say just go put one on, dude? I thought just go, dude. Just throw one on, dude. It's no shame. I was like, you know what, dude, you're right. I will live that.
Make sure it's wired. It's the worst when it's wired. What's been the highlight of the last year, Tark? What's the biggest success story
in life
besides Cuphead?
Yeah,
I mean, if you want to talk about it
outside of stream, probably going to Puerto Rico was cool. That was like the scariest. Yeah, but going on vacation is scary. It could be a little. It could be scary. Like if you go to Texas. I mean, actually, Texas could be scary. They're wild down there.
Stormy knows.
But like if you go to Florida, no, Florida's scary too. Okay. Idaho. We'll use Idaho. Let's say you're going to Idaho. That's not scary. There's nothing scary about Idaho.
No.
But Puerto Rico, new place. I don't know. I've never been there. I don't know what goes on down there. And it was amazing. And our hotel was like in the middle of nowhere, and we couldn't find it. And it was like 10 p.m. and it was scary. And it was kind of, there were some sad bits. There's a lot of like stray dogs. I just wanted to take them all.
Yeah.
You're coming out with Tark. But,
with me.
Yeah, I don't care about the baggage fee claim.
I was gonna say, how am I gonna stuff them into the plane?
It's gonna sound like a haunted quarry down there with all those dogs. But it was really an incredible time. Would go back. Would recommend it. Went to Flamenco Beach. That was the most amazing beach I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
It was like a movie, and yeah, I loved every bit of it. And I got a tattoo while I was there. Shout out.
Nice.
Yeah.
And he sneezed on it. That was gross.
Ew.
Yeah, dude. He did a fresh wipe. And I was like, he's like, sorry, I'm a little sick. I was like, yeah, thanks. I figured that out. What's next? You gonna tell me you're a tattoo artist? This guy's full of surprises.
Man.
Did you eat any like street food down there?
Oh yeah, I ate tons of food. Literally off the street. I was so drunk, I dropped a piece of my empanada and I picked it up off the street and I still ate it. So I literally had street food.
That sounds like a Tark thing to do.
Yeah, I'm vermin.
Did you?
I went to Peru when I was 18, and the whole time they were like, you are not allowed to eat any of the food from anybody that's like walking up and down the beach. Like your immune system couldn't handle it. And I was like, all right, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Finally, I was like, we were there for like a month, and I was like, my last week, I was like, you know what? I could do this. I've been here for a week. It's fine. I ate a burrito. And literally my whole last week, I was so sick.
No.
So sick. And I'm just like, well, fine.
That's the worst. That's like when you go that extra 5 minutes without sunscreen because the wind's blowing. I feel good.
Yeah.
You know?
You just leave and you're just dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That did not happen.
Did you get to do any jet skiing while you were down there?
Did not jet ski, but I have jet skied. And it's a lot of fun. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Why have I jet skied? Where was I? Oh, Key West. Yeah.
Oh, I bet that was awesome. I've always wanted to see Key West.
You gotta go, Stormy. I'll take any reason to go. You tell me you're going to Key West, dude. I'll see you there. The only thing about Key West is all the live musicians only play "Simple Man" by Leonard Skinner on repeat. We went to we bar hopped one night. Every bar is a dude playing "Simple Man." It was crazy.
It's amazing.
I was like, did we leave the original place? I'm starting to.
Are these all blending together?
Yeah.
What's happening? These motherfuckers.
Yeah, I took Star Kitty on a cruise to Cozumel once. And the cruise part was the least fun part. Cozumel was amazing though, because we did some jet skiing and there was this person selling drinks associated with the cruise line.
Yeah.
So we weren't about to experience what Drew had experienced, but she was like, she wanted I forget which drink it was that she wanted. It was probably like a margarita or something,
Ooh.
but she wanted it without alcohol, and she had to keep repeating it, and he kept saying no alcohol.
That they don't. That's crazy to them. They're like, what's next? Water without bugs in it.
So
yeah,
well, it's awesome that you. Any other success stories or highlights from last year?
Let's see. We did a lot of work on this album that Una and I are writing, so I'm very proud of that. Actually, just got some more mock-up art for a logo, so
I'm so pumped.
Yeah,
I'm so pumped.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Not my accomplishment, but one of my best friends got married last weekend. Shout out to Steven. And
Shout out to Steven.
Was the best man at the wedding, so I got to give a speech with with the other best man, Matt, who was my cousin. It was a lot of fun, so it was cool to get to do it with him. Yeah, I'm really happy for him, and that was a lot of fun. So
I love that.
I'd never given you've heard me talk. I sometimes let some non-dinner table things slip. So it was hard to be good. It was hard to be good. I was like, you all look great tonight. And I am so happy to be here. Right? Was that good, everybody? And they're like, yeah. move it on. Get to the funny parts.
If I get to the funny parts, I'm gonna get canceled.
Yeah. I can't tell if food's serious that she didn't know Matt was my cousin. I can't tell if that's sarcasm or not.
So, what? Getting a little bit deeper now, a little bit tougher. What has been your biggest struggle this last year?
Biggest struggle, I think, has been some of my like low points with Twitch. Like, it's my main hobby, so it's my main source of, I don't know, creativity and fun. And there's a couple times where I was like, I don't know if I want to do this as much anymore. Like,
Yeah.
it was, I think the Cuphead streams were bringing me down. It was just 6 hours with Cuphead 4 times a week. It was, I mean, you have 7 days in a week. One of them was literally an entire day, a 24-hour block was given to Cuphead in my whole life, every week. You know, I mean, it's 6 times 4, it's 24 hours.
Yeah.
That's an entire day every week. It was just like, and yeah, so that was hard. It was almost as hard as the run. Like, if I could just get through this, if I could just get past this, like, and now I'm having fun again. So
that's good. That's what counts.
Yeah, and some people are like, "Why are you even doing this if you're not having fun?" And I'm like, "I'm having fun."
I'm gonna have the best fun when I'm finished with this shit.
And I'm like, "Am I having fun?" I don't know if I'm having fun, but now I'm having fun. But it was tough there for a while. It's just, it's a lot of failure to display to the world.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, what you accomplished though is like mind-boggling to me, and I want to acknowledge you for both doing what you did, the 300% hitless Cuphead runs, but also, like you said, pushing yourself through the demotivation. That's a big deal in life, and I just appreciate, you're inspirational.
Yeah, thank you. I definitely think that is one of the best things about doing hitless runs is they're like our genuine life lessons. I've talked about it with Un before. I'm like, I feel like I can do other things in life that are hard just by default because of the things I've done, on Twitch and stuff. It's just like, hey, you kind of get this sense of, I could do more than I think I can.
Yeah.
Which is, I know it's very storybook, but like it's true. And I find that as I get older, that a lot of those storybook tropes are true, which is great. There's magic in the world, folks.
There is. There is. I have to say something I have said for so long is life is so much more fun when you believe in fairies.
I mean,
I don't care what anybody else says. Fairies are real,
one,
and
so I
love that.
It's so much more fun to go, I lost it because the fairies took it, instead of going, I lost it because I put it down and it disappeared. It's way more fun to just be like, the fairies ate my garden.
Yeah, we have a house ghost. We don't have a name for it, but it do be stealing things. But whatever gets the blame off my memory, which is so bad. My memory is just like it's like literally put thing down, leave it. Every day I fill up my water bottle. I put it on top of the shoe rack. I put my shoes on, and I leave the house without the water bottle every day. I do it every day.
You're like,
Every day.
Just the water bottle is for the shoe rack.
It appears that way. I'm like this dehydrated, forgetful idiot every morning. So it's so annoying. But you know what? We started blaming the ghosts. That's what you got to do. I am with Druid. Ghosts and fairies. It's not your fault. You're a human being. It's a ghost and a fairy. We're susceptible to their magic.
Yeah, we are. That's why you have to leave out little bowls of honey for them. So
I haven't gotten
leave you
there.
alone.
I haven't gotten the bowls of honey yet because as much as I believe in fairies, Druid, I also believe in ants. Do you know about ants?
Yes, I do. Can I tell you an ant story? Okay, in California, I was in the second floor apartment. And one day I wake up, I go out into my living room, and an entire ant colony moved into my houseplants.
Oh my God.
Okay, I know about ants. I do.
A whole ass colony.
Oh, millions of them were just in all of my houseplants by my back door. And I'm like on the second floor apartment. I was pissed.
Druid had the entire cast of A Bug's Life.
Yes!
Yeah,
It's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Ugh. All right, Sark. What's your greatest fear?
My greatest fear? It's a good question. I think my answer is different than a lot of people. I would say like unfulfillment at time of death. You know, when I die someday, will I feel fulfilled? You know, I don't need to be rich or famous, but I do crave fulfillment. I want to feel like I put in like some good years on this rock, you know?
Yeah.
That's my thing. I don't care about like spiders or sharks or, tinfoil, which some people are, according to Maury, some people are scared of tinfoil, which happens,
Yep.
or oranges. That was a good episode. But for me, it's unfulfillment. I want to feel like I did my part, That's what a big part of Puerto Rico. It's like I gotta get out there. I gotta see the world. I'm getting old, dude. I'm all creaky Tark. The letters are starting to go diagonally.
Just shrinking.
Oh, yeah. So I was like, I need to get out there. And I got out there.
Those are great words to live by, guys. Absolutely, 100%. I love it. Tark here dropping truth bombs and deep thoughts today.
Yeah, sorry if it was a little too deep.
No,
like,
no,
when I die.
Hey, well, the thing is, it's a fact of life.
It do be true.
It do be true. It do be true. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Yeah.
All right. Switching gears a little bit. Tarkonix, what do you value most in a friendship?
I'm a big respect guy. Yeah, I actually, I like need it. It's kind of a bare minimum thing for me. Yeah, if I'm trying to think of a good example. Like if I had a podcast and someone was running super late, no, that's me. Wait, that's me. No, it's like, I don't know. I think respect is pretty well defined in itself on what is and isn't disrespectful. The things you say to that person in front of others, the way you approach plans and stuff together, and I don't know, the way people talk about you when you're not around. That stuff is big to me. Yeah,
agreed.
Stuff starts coming back to me because my big thing is like, if you're my friend, I won't talk about you. If you're not around, I'll say shit to your face. That's true. But if I felt like it's valid and you need to hear, I'll say it to you. But if you start talking about me when I'm not around, I don't like that. So that's like a big one for me. Is just respect. Communication. Open. Like if I'm sucking, let me know. Which goes to say, Stormy Druid, if Sark ever is being mean and he sucks, you could tell me. I love you guys. You should be able to come to me and be like, Tark, being a little bit of a meanie pie. Okay, why don't we take it back? I'll be like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that. I noted, love you, and I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. Hugs, smooches, and then everything will be fine. You say that's what I need. I don't want like, how about Tark the other day? Kind of hate him. You should tell everybody, but don't tell him I told you. I don't like rumor mills. That's not for your boy.
I agree.
Yeah. So I have a very great friendship with all my friends, like IRL, where it's like, we got no drama, and I think we've kind of set that precedence that like, honestly, life's a lot more fun if we just are friends.
Yeah.
And it's worked
I
out.
agree.
So
I feel
Yeah.
like the only time it's acceptable to talk about your friends when they're not around is when you're saying cool things about them to your other friends.
Yeah. 100%.
yeah. Yeah.
I say good things behind your back, but I talk shit to your face.
Yeah.
Out
Yeah.
of
Like
love.
exactly. That's a good discrepancy. Very true.
Love it. I love it. Please share one thing that was harder this year than you thought it would be, and one thing that was easier.
What's something that was harder this year? Something that was harder this year, I think I would say like money, dude. I thought it was gonna get easy. I was like, this is gonna be our year. And now I felt that for everybody. I was like, we're all gonna be it's all gonna turn around. You know? The
Yeah.
prices will be dropped. It's been rough. It's been rough, dude.
Oh,
It's been rough. We do this thing at home called broke night where we eat like kind of like children because it's the cheapest way to eat, you know. And we'll do that like once a week where we'll just, you know, a hot dog and I don't know, like a can of green beans, something cheap, you know, where we
Ramen.
can just mitigate the damages. Ramen, exactly. Well, this year we moved it up to 2 nights a week. Yeah, it's but you know, it's fine. And something that's been easier, not getting tired of ramen. I'm just kidding. What's been easier this year? I think I've dealt with stress in life easier. I feel like I've been pretty good at like not letting it bleed into, you know, the tark you see, you know.
Yeah.
But
have you been able to accomplish that? Any tips that you could share for all of us?
I actually, I don't mind talking about this stuff.
Please.
I'm pretty open.
Yeah.
I started doing therapy for the first time in my life. It's been awesome, and
Congrats.
Would recommend it. It's nice to just have somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
So
let's go.
Yeah, life ain't easy for everybody. We ain't rich, dude. It's good. It's good.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Love
and
that.
I wouldn't say I've had like things aren't tumultuous, you know? Like it's not like I'm having the worst days ever out there. I got a good life. I got a very good life, but it you know, nothing's perfect and it's just nice to
talk about it.
Exactly. It's just nice to talk. And sometimes it's nice to hear, Tark, I think you're being an idiot. And you know what? That's what shout out to that therapist who says that sometimes. I was like, I just want you to tell me I'm an idiot sometimes. Like, am I being an idiot? And they'll be like, I think so. No, she doesn't say it like that. She's a lot nicer than me about it. But, you know, she says it in a way that's like, well, how does she put it? She'll go, do you feel that that's worth spending energy on? I'll be like, no.
Man.
So, yeah. So those are my two.
Those are good. Super good.
Yeah. I feel like I've made, those are big boy progress. You know, I'm in my 30s now. I got to start taking care of the brain as much as the, the non-existent abs.
They're under there somewhere, right?
They're protected.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just saying, it's important to protect them.
Indeed. So.
I love that. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of everybody that's just like going to therapy and just doing it. Good job, you guys. Good job.
I agree. And that tip that you shared is really, really good because, you know, it applies to lots of things in life. So.
Yeah, for sure. We're not all that different. You know, we all have our different schedules and lives and people we know, but really what we require as humans is really not that different.
Nope.
So, yeah. No, it's been good. I would recommend it to anybody.
This is a fun question. I like this one. Tark, if you were to die and come back as a person or a thing, who or what would it be?
If I were to die and come back, so if we go a Buddhist approach, I'm curious. I don't know. I feel like I'm not like curing cancers out there, but like I'll help an old lady cross the road. Like I'll do my diligence. But I come back as something better. What's better than a human on like the? Can you come back? Do you just come back as more rich and like good looking? like is human the pinnacle of like the coming back to life thing? Is this the final boss? Like, were we really good? Right?
Well,
like, what's better than this?
Well, studies are showing that trees are like more sentient and communicate through the mycelium and stuff, and they have like really rich like communication networks, or even like a dolphin and their languages are being deciphered slowly as well. I mean, not the only. My Nana thinks I'm cute, Tark.
You tell me I'm gonna if I do good in life, I'm gonna come back as a tree.
I'm so down to come back as a tree personally, but God. I need you to know that my Nana thinks you're a cutie pie.
Oh, I love Nana. That is so sweet. I love you, Nana. Maybe we'll be trees together someday in the same park. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, that's a long time to be standing still. What if Druid is a tree in her next life and it actually is dropping pine cones to pre-Druid, and it's all interconnected.
This is my own pine cone that my own tree fell.
Your tree self, it dropped in the past. It's a temporal paradox.
That's the first grenade that's just all shrapnel.
Right.
The whole thing is shrapnel. I love it. I think that's cool. That's my Druid story. That's how I explain the universe. It's just perpetual Druid.
Pine cones being released, and it's how it works.
So did you actually answer the question though? What?
No, I distracted.
Yes. Who or what?
I ruined it. Sorry.
I was trying to think about what.
It could be a like historical figure if you want to.
Ooh, okay, because they do say like you're if you come back, you're just popping up in moments in time. It's just a circle.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would come back as I would do George Washington. I want to see if he's really that good of a president. Everyone talks that dude up. I want to throw some tea into the river. He did that, right? That was him. Yeah. I'm picking George Washington. Every historian talks up George Washington. He's supposed to be the GOAT president, and I want to know if he really had wooden teeth. So that's what I want to. I want to munch with wooden teeth and have and ride a boat in the battle. That's what I'm going to do, which is really just a speed run to death, so I can move on with my next life. That's my goal.
That's a great answer. I love it.
Well, I went through others. I was like, I don't want to be Christopher Columbus. That guy sucks.
That guy sucks.
I don't want to be gay. Not that George Washington was any treat. I mean, the more you go back in time, it's just going to get worse and worse. Yeah. You're going to find out all your favorite people are just the worst. Oh.
So, Druid, you said that that's what your answer would be, is a tree?
Yeah. Just one in the middle of the forest somewhere deep in the Amazon. That's like hiding ancient alien ruins, because that's. I mean, imagine the tea that happens there. Okay, just saying.
I wonder what like a 200-year-old tortoise. Just like what is the travel like?
Right.
I just want to see like a line of where they go throughout their whole life. That would be a good one. All the things you see.
Amazing.
Indeed. I'm having a hard time thinking. Like every time we ask this question, it's a different day, of course, and so it's like for me, it's a different answer. And today, I'm having a hard time thinking what I would pick off the top of my head. But
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
fluid answer. I could see it changing. Maybe you
Yeah.
want to be Genghis Khan today. Maybe you stepped on a Lego and you're feeling scorched earth.
Yep. Or a D4. I'm more likely to step on a D4 than a Lego.
Yeah.
Caltrops, man.
Yeah.
Tark, what are some of your goals and plans for this year?
My goals for this year are I want to revamp the stream a bit. I've had
Ooh.
the same overlays for a long time, and I think it's time for a change. So I want to do that. I want to put
Nice.
out this record, get some music out there. I'm excited about that's my big goal, and I want to keep traveling.
Heck yeah.
That's
Where's your next place?
we're going to Portland, Maine in the fall, and I'm really excited for that.
Ooh.
It's supposed to be beautiful. So
Let's go.
that sounds awesome. When are you going? What sort of season will it be?
it'll be fall, so it'll be October.
Oh, that'll be amazing.
Yeah. So I've never gone that far north.
Me either.
So yeah, it's supposed to be pretty. So that's what I care about. I just want to see
Yeah.
like pretty places and at different times of the year and just trying to experience it all. So yeah, that's my goal. See the world
Let's go.
and revamp the stream a bit and I got another goal, dude. I'm trying to be skinny Queen Conix by the end of the year. We got this group chat called Fat Friday, and every 2 weeks we weigh in. We have to shame ourselves with our weigh in. It actually works. I feel like it's worked for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to be shameful. When you report into your friends, it can be you want to be prepared, and it makes me want to do. And it's a little competitive, and I'm a competitive guy. So every 2 weeks, Fat Friday. Today was Fat Friday. It was a good weigh-in. Shout out to my fellow Fat Fridays. I'm up this week.
Do you want to share with us what your
No.
Okay. All right.
No, I don't.
I mean, not necessarily number like never mind. I'll say this. You do look a little slimmer around
Let's
here
go.
in the neck.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah, I was like freaking streaming made me too fat, dude. There's too much shitting in this hobby. I need to be like those Call of Duty streamers where they lift like dumbbells every time they die, which is a lot because they're all bad, even though they're all streaming it. But yeah, that's my quick Call of Duty roast. No offense to anybody who streams it, but I've watched a lot of Call of Duty in my day on this cursed website. So I got one joke. I want one joke. All right.
Accepted. No, that's really smart because I'm also very competitive and yeah.
It's good. Yeah, it's good. If you're having troubles out there, try shame. Have you tried shame? It's worked for me. Shame. I'm gonna be on the commercial. Shame is my secret. Instead of personal trainers bringing you up, I think we need to start bringing each other down. I think we're getting too positive.
I keep thinking that Game of Thrones episode.
Yeah, that's literally. I was just
Shame.
quoting that in my shame. Ding 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 ding.
Honestly,
Shame. Ding ding ding.
if you put me naked on the streets of like Los Angeles and made me walk down and did shame for an hour, yeah, I'll eat a salad every day for the rest of the time. There's no quicker way to get me to lose all than to make me display this atrocity of a skin shell that I walk in every day. That's a good idea. And maybe I might need that if this shame wears off,
Yeah, amazing.
That is amazing. Cheerful Bacon, hold that thought. We're about to go into the open forum, and I will answer that question as soon as we get to that point.
I saved it.
So the last topic question. Thank you for your patience. Stupid bronchitis. All right. Last topic question. Tarkonix, what do you want people to know about you?
I'm so open on stream. I feel like I gave all the good stuff away. What don't people know about me? I'm not short, okay? We got some people saying Tark is probably 5'4". I'm not 5'4", dude. I'll probably step on you. All right. Whoever said I was short out there, I ain't short. All right. What about a real one? You know what? Tark's not that dumb. I'm playing a character on stream. I am.
I believe it.
I'm not smart. I'm not smart, but I probably less of an idiot than you. Streaming would make you assume. Yeah, that's my fun fact. I'm not a complete idiot.
No, I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it for sure.
I mean, it's true. You're both smart and not so smart. You work in IT. Like, you have to be smart to be able to do it, but not so
that
smart
was for Karen
because you made that choice.
Karen is thinking of a lot of things right now. I know I just gave him the volley from hell.
You
He's good.
really
you
did.
Yeah, you
I'm
did.
just saying.
Mhm. Keep that up.
Oh.
All right. Well, everyone. So now we're going to jump into the just casual, relaxing, open form questions. You can ask all of us, obviously with a focus on Tark, but we will all try and answer your questions. And
I've been saving them, Stormy. So
yeah, please go check out his links that Druid's about to share, and drop him follows and subs and biddies, and help him thrive in his hobby so that he can eventually become a pro and leave the IT game.
I would. You know what? I usually am like, don't give me money until you said leave IT. And then I was like, I could get behind that.
Let's make Tark famous.
I could get behind leaving IT. I'll take you guys with me.
Let's go.
So real quick, to answer Cheerful Bacon's question, that's funny that Cheerful Bacon, that is actually the first time I've ever gotten that someone thought SSG stood for Super Shotgun. I actually love that. I love playing Doom. I've played Doom. The original Doom got me into PC gaming. But SSG does not stand for Super Shotgun. It actually stands for Storm Saga Games, my YouTube channel. But I've gotten, the thing I've gotten the most is, does it stand for Staff Sergeant? And I'm like, oh, no. So there you go.
I've always wondered.
Yep. Storm Saga Games.
I also had a thought that maybe the underscore is a hidden letter. You know? And it was like D blank SSG. And I was like, is this like a code word? Is Stormy in a gang? Should I watch my back?
Yeah. I mean, I am in a gang. Stormkeep is like a gang, but it's a gang of positivity and love and encouragement and entertainment.
Do you have a shame corner that I can use?
Yes.
Step in.
Yes. There's a secret Discord server. And people get bullied there a lot.
Yeah, okay. Very nice.
And are you talking about beans? Oh, I said it.
Damn it!
You made Druid stop mid Gatorade. This must be very important.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, we'll send you the link, the invite for it, because it's actually, we created it for streamers who want to collab with us at any time.
Beans.
Beans.
That's my fun fact. Huge fan of beans. I'm a bean guy.
I love. What's your favorite way to eat beans?
Refried beans are the shit. top bean of all time.
Mm,
The best, dude. Black beans are up there.
I love black beans.
Shout out baked beans. Unless my grandmother makes them, she don't know what a black or a baked bean is. Grandma, if you're watching, that ain't baked. That's lima beans, okay?
Ew.
And you're doing it wrong. And you know what? For a while there, it was okay because you're old and you get a pass, but no excuses anymore. You need to start. You need to figure it out, Grandma. Dude, she made chicken and waffles one time.
Mhm.
It was frozen Eggo waffles with chicken noodle soup.
You're kidding, right?
What is that?
That's
Grandma, love it. Again, I don't mean to slander you on Bandwidth and Banter, Grandma, but I was told that, you know, the grandmas are the amazing cooks. She's an amazing woman. She's great. But boy, do we order out when we go there.
That is fucking great.
Sorry, Grandma.
We love you, Grandma. Turk's grandma watches this. All right. So DeMarco asked earlier, he asked it again recently. What's your favorite game, Tark?
My favorite game of all time is Kingdom Hearts 1. Kingdom Hearts 1. It is you know, we were talking about magic in the world. That game made me believe there's magic in the world. I love Kingdom Hearts 1. It makes me feel like good and warm and fuzzy and that I am a part of something bigger. And that game scratched all of the
itches.
You know, yes, it did it all for me. When I finished it, I was like, wow. Like I felt, you know, you ever get that like heavy heart from nostalgia and you're like, oh, I'm never going to feel that again. Like, oh, that was amazing. I felt that right away. Or the credit scene. It hit and I was like, oh, that was my first time. And I want that. I want to do that all again. Actually, fun fact about my Kingdom Hearts 1 disc, it would skip on the credit scene, so I could never get the ending credit, the secret ending. So everyone's getting the secret ending, and I can't get it. I take it to like a shop in like a basement on the other side of town. It's like a, you know, I don't know where I am, just to get this disc fixed, and it worked.
Oh God!
Yay.
Yeah. So it was a hero's tale, but a couple months later, I got the secret ending, and it felt good. So. But that was some gaming blue balls right there. Like,
that's a great story.
Yeah.
Leafy asks, I'm curious what made you become a streamer?
I became a streamer because my friend Kristen was streaming. She's actually the one that married my friend Steven, who just got married. Shout out full circle.
Shout out full circle.
She started streaming and I am the kind of person that will I'll watch you do it, and then if it looks fun, you know, like you bungee jump first. If you survive, I'll bungee jump. Okay, you dive first, and then you know they'll learn from the mistakes of you dying, and then I'll jump. How's that sound? So that's what I do with Kristen streaming. I was like, all right, we'll see. I want to see what it looks like from your point, and then I'll jump in. And that's what I did. And she didn't die. Good. Shout out, Kristen. And yeah, I really liked it. And now I'm the only one left out of my friends that streams. They all fell off. Poor homies. But it's not for everybody, you know?
That's true.
It's true.
That is
you gotta
true.
love it.
I will say, there are more in-depth answers like this on Tark's first interview that we did. He was one of our OGs in the beginning of Bandwidth and Banter. I'll actually pull up that link. I forgot to do it earlier. If you want to, if you guys want to check out that interview of Tark, it was fantastic. Let me go find it.
Okay, Un doesn't count. He started streaming later. I'm talking about the original. Okay, Un
The original crew.
Yeah, there was like our buddy Ron and Kristen and Matt and Bruno. Bruno was this amazing artist. He had this thing called Coffee and Monsters. I wish he would still do it. He would draw. He was an incredible artist, and he would draw these monsters, and everybody would get to chime in on what, like a piece of the monster. Like maybe Druid's like, he's got a leaf blower for an arm. And Stormy's like, he's got spaghetti for the other arm. And then I'm like, he's got headlights for kneecaps. You know, it was just the best. And he would create this monster. And I miss it. Bruno, if you're watching, bring back Bandwidth and Bandwidth and Banter.
Yeah, bring it back.
His original show is called. You guys actually stole it from him. No, I'm just kidding. It was called Coffee and Monsters.
Oh.
Love it.
And it was so awesome. But those were the days.
Right on.
That's when I started out on Twitch.
Wow. That's
3 years ago.
That's a wonderful
3
story.
years ago.
Good times.
Fun fact. It was actually Tark was our 25th episode.
Ooh, I was gonna say 33. That was my guess.
Yep, you were our
You are
25th.
25th, and now you are 77th. So,
Damn, that's so cool.
By that metric, I will see you guys on episode 129.
Let's go. I have no idea how to read this guy's name. It's like Mr. Boge, Mr. something, Mr.
I think it's Boge. Hi, Boge. He is a frequent homie of the stream.
Yep. I notoriously can't. Yes, hello, hi. I notoriously am so bad at understanding Twitch names, so I'm sorry, but it's the fact of life. They ask, least favorite hitless run.
Oh, easy. Hitless, Hollow Knight, all skills. Boring. So boring. It was actually, it's a cool, yeah, I love that game. That run stinks. There's actually a worse version of it where it's even longer and more boring. There's like this hour-long setup. So when you start Hollow Knight, you don't like have any abilities. You can walk side to side and jump. That's it. So the beginning of the game, you're just like setting up the run, which is like an hour long, and you don't have any abilities, and it's just so boring.
wow.
So that run, and it's 2.5 hours long. So if you do lose it, you have to do the setup all over again. I actually got that run while watching Major League Baseball playoffs. So if you watch that run on YouTube, it's me just like watching the game and really not paying attention to the run, which is, there's something to be said about that. You know, when you like drive on autopilot and you like get home and you're like, oh, that wasn't such a bad ride. That's how that run kind of felt, where I was like, I'm actually kind of far. Maybe I should lock it in here. And it ended up being the run. It was crazy because my distance PB was like halfway, which is not a good sign. If you watch hitless runs, pay attention to their distance PB, not the hit PB. The hit PB is not as important as the DPB, which is how far you've gotten without getting hit. And mine was not good. So to get the run on that run was really awesome. And it felt like, I don't know, it felt like Doom was coming because I knew how long this run was going to be. And then I was like, oh, the Doom's gone. Like, oh, it's over because I got it. Let's go. So yeah, it felt, it was really boring, but we did it.
Kieran has a great question. He told me about this earlier. I was actually planning on asking this anyway, but I'm glad he reminded us. He asked, how is the deer anatomy working out for you?
Okay, I know many things about deer. I live in the Northeast continental United States, so I see deer all the time, Kieran. How dare you? If you are wondering what Kieran's talking about, I was drawing a deer one time, and they were yelling at me that I forgot the ears on the deer, and I was like, what are you talking about? That I had the antlers.
Oh, I know the clip!
Yeah, and I'm like, oh yeah, they still have ears. I don't know why I thought they were like some sounding rods coming out of their heads that like processed vibrations or something. I don't know what. Well, you know how it is. You guys are streamers. You know the IQ level drops. There's something about hitting that live button where you just abandon all, intelligence. So that's why people think I'm an idiot. Maybe they're right. Maybe Karen's right.
Oh, don't tell him that. Don't tell him that.
Maybe Karen's right.
Oh Oh Jesus, that's so funny. Yeah, no, but there is something. There is literally something about hitting go live, and then you're just like,
Oh,
what?
Una and I did Portal on stream one time, and it was like two like Neanderthals trying to put the holes, the shapes in the holes, like kung kung kung. It was embarrassing. I was like, "Are we stupid people?" And there's something about the pressure of people watching you do puzzle games on stream. If you do puzzle games on stream, I got mad respect for you because I can't do it. I stink. Oh, that's funny though.
Whatever, Kieran. But yeah, no, for real though. Like, anyways. Survivalist Gaming. Shout out to Survivalist Gaming. Survivalist Gaming asks, Tark, so how do you feel about the game Cuphead Deep Down? Does playing a game that much feel repetitive over time? I think he missed this conversation. Survivalist Gaming is new to the hit list, I think.
I can still give the answer. It's like an original response because despite my PTSD, it is an amazing game. I would not have run it if it wasn't an amazing game. It's one of the best games I've ever played. You should play it. It's a lot of fun. You will feel very accomplished when you beat it, and you will beat it because anybody can beat it. It's not that intimidating. Don't let that game get you down. It's just a bunch of cups, okay? You can do this. Cuphead is a good game, but I will continue to talk incredible amounts of slander against Cuphead. But I do think it is a great game.
Amazing.
You heard it. You heard it from Tark himself. He's motivated you guys to try Cuphead.
Yes.
This is from a person that might seem familiar to you. His name is Ryan G. Wiz.
I know some of the G Wiz family.
I know. And those guys, there's something about them. They're just everywhere.
Love.
Ryan asks, "Hey Tark, long-time listener, first-time caller." That's BS. If you owned a farm that what dead here, Druid, take it away.
Yep. Ryan G. Wiz asks, "Hey Tarkonix, long-time listener, first-time caller. If you owned a farm, what would you have on that farm?"
Well, I'm definitely getting goats because I hear they mow the lawn for you. They'll just you gotta get goats. They just eat your grass down, which is nice.
I love goats.
I'm starting with goats. I am getting chickens for sure. Gotta have a little free range chicken setup. That's for sure. I think I would actually increase the amount of dogs. I think, a border collie. Yeah. That's like a great farm dog because they I don't know. They kind of start to understand that you can herd with them. I don't know how you get them to do that, but YouTube's got everything on there,
Yep.
Probably a giraffe, as Quinn said. Yeah, I probably would get a giraffe. Just, to get those apples down from that. Climb up there. You got to get horses.
Yeah.
It's essential.
Yeah.
I don't think I would do pigs. I don't want to do the whole raise just to slaughter thing. That's gonna make me sad. I want friendships, dude. I want little homies, dude. I'm just trying to, I'm at Tark Farms just to hang out, dude.
Just an animal sanctuary.
Yeah, we're just hanging out, dude. Kieran, I'll tell you what, I'll make my own bacon. Why don't you come down to the farm, see what happens? All right. Someone's getting slaughtered, and it ain't the pigs. All right.
So I went to take a drink out of my Gatorade and was denied twice.
Kieran was in the military though. He'll probably have like a sniper up in the trees ready to take me out. Yeah, that's my classic lineup. I'm trying to think of what's a wild card animal I will have.
Oh, donkeys.
Okay.
Donkeys. There's this video of people sending rubber ducks to a donkey, and it just is the joy that this donkey has in playing with the rubber duck is probably just a peak dopamine hit for me. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna have to look that up. Camel with rubber duck.
share that in your Discord
Or
when you get a
donkey.
chance, Druid.
Donkey with rubber ducks. Okay, it is excellent. It is excellent, just dopamine content. Just saying. Shout out to anybody that owns a donkey and is just like, I'm gonna give it a rubber duck, and it's just gonna, so good.
That's very cute.
There's some sort of joke in there about rubber ducks and asses, but I it's like you said, you go live in the brain. It doesn't always.
It's in there.
Fire on all cylinders. Yeah.
We'll workshop.
So White Seer Gaming asks, being residents of the USA and relating to Tark's wish to travel more, have you left? Ooh, this is a good question for all three of us. Have you left the Americas, and or do you wish to visit other continents? If so, which ones?
Technically, I've been to the Caribbeans, which is,
Yeah.
But that's about as much U.S. leaving as I've done. But if I go anywhere, it'd be New Zealand. I wanna see like the film track to Mordor for Lord of the Rings.
It was amazing.
I want to see. Oh, you've done it?
I've been there twice.
Oh, dude, I love that. That's awesome. Tell me everything.
Yeah. Go for it, Stormy. Talk about it.
In the early 2000s, I just actually multiple times in my life, I would sell all my possessions and go on a trip somewhere for like a month and live there. And one of the times, the first time I did it was India. I'll tell you about that another time. But for New Zealand, I did that in the early 2000s, and I just lived in New Zealand for a month. Found in the newspaper someone who needed a roommate, and I just basically wandered around New Zealand and mostly Auckland. At the time, I loved it so much. I fell in love with the place. Like the ocean looks great. The weather's amazing. The people are friendly. Yeah, New Zealand, it's incredible. And then
Is it true they wear barefoot a lot? They go barefoot in the grocery store?
Yeah, mostly the Maori do. But yeah, people are. I mean, it depends on how close the grocery store is to the beach too. So but yeah, I could see that. In 2019, Star Kitty and I took Star Kitty for the second time, and that was when we actually went and did the Hobbiton trip. I hadn't done that on my trip before, and the next time we go back at some point in the future, I want to get all the way down to Wellington, because supposedly it's actually like even better than Auckland and the northern area of New Zealand.
So it's bigger than you think? Like it's hard to do it all? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not huge, but I'd say it's like probably like this might be wrong, but I would say it's to get to Wellington and or the South Isle do all that would probably be like going across the middle of the country through Texas. I'm guessing. I don't know. It's pretty decent amount of hours.
Yeah. If my doctor was like, you die next week, you have a week to live. No more. I'm out, dude. New Zealand, here I come. See ya. I'm out. That's what I'm doing.
I love it.
Sometimes I hope he says that when I go, just so I can go.
Just need the excuse. I need you to tell me I can quit my job and go.
Yeah. He's like, everything looks good here. I'm like, oh, another day of meager restitution. But no, that's obviously a joke. But yeah, New Zealand's my pick. That's where I want to go.
Hell yeah, that's a great one. How about you, Druid? If you got to go live go travel into another continent off of
Listen, Listen, I'm one of those. I just need to go, just travel all of the like UK into Sweden, Netherlands. That I just need the colder climate. I need to see some castles. I need to experience. I just need that.
Yeah.
That's where I want to go.
A trebuchet.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see a trebuchet.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanna see some- Yeah, I just. Well, also, I may have a couple of animals I need to steal
Mm-hmm. That's true.
out there as well.
Watch out, BT. She's coming for your Naboo.
I'll steal that's my nephew. I will steal him.
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
Yeah.
Kira's like, I my cats.
Yeah, our bucket list places are just like you guys said, pretty much all of Europe and Japan. Definitely want to go. I mean, I've technically been to Japan because I had a layover there, but I think it was like a couple of hours and I didn't leave the airport, so that doesn't really count.
Yeah, I think like one of the cool things there is being able to do that Europe trip like the way we travel states. Like that's all right there. Like I never really thought about that. Like they can just go to Germany for the weekend. Be like, oh, sweet. You know, I can go to West Virginia for the weekend, I guess, if I wanted.
Yeah. It takes 6 hours to get from one side of Washington State to the other. Like 6 hours.
Yeah, Florida's crazy.
Yeah.
The
We
Florida,
don't even need to talk about Texas. That shit's like the entirety of UK.
yeah, if you wanted to get to Key West from like Jacksonville, it might be like 11 hours, which is they're in the same state.
That's crazy.
Insanity.
Yep. Our country is huge.
Those textbook maps are terrible. You got to get one of them real maps that have like the accurate sizing. It's crazy how much things actually are like accurately sized. It threw me for a loop. And how wrong they are in the textbook.
Mr. Bosch says, come to the Philippines. I wouldn't mind that either. And I know Star Kitty wouldn't mind since she's half Filipino. So
Mr. Bosch told me they don't have cockfighting. They fight with spiders.
Ew.
And I was like, what is that? That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. He's like, yeah, we don't have. I was like, I'm not going to see any cockfighting over there. He's like, no, don't worry. We take a box from matchsticks and we put 2 spiders. Just an insane sport over there. But you do what you got to do. And maybe I'll try some balut.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
You want to get that next one, Druid?
Yep. Berserk Zach asks, can you wield the Keyblade for us?
The Keyblade would take a inventory of my physical status and stamina and be like, this is no way to save the world. We need to find another guy. Be like, this guy's gonna be exhausted after like 5 swings of me. We're gonna have to. What's The Rock doing right now? Or like, Idris Elba.
So no, not happening.
Probably not. In my all my wildest dreams, I would like to think that the Keyblade would, my belief in the magic and things, and hopefully that's enough. But I don't think it's gonna go well for me. I think it's gonna be a bad interview with the Keyblade.
Bad interview.
But I'm still gonna dress the part. I'm still gonna wear giant shoes.
All right, so
absolutely,
you guys need to explain this to me. I guess what is it? What do you guys talk about? What is the Keyblade?
I don't know.
So the Keyblade, I mean, you're like chosen by the Keyblade. Classic fantasy trope where the item in question. Yes, it seems to have a greater grasp on the machinations of the world than you might have thought. It's just a Keyblade. How much could it know? Well, apparently it knows a lot. It knows who can save the world.
Okay.
Laughing at Kingdom Hearts. It chooses Sora in the game, and they're asking, in this world, could it choose me? I mean, I have one right here, and it hasn't ran away. So
Very cool. Beast of Bifrost asks, what do you love most about your streaming community?
I think the thing I love the most is also the thing that gets me the most fired up sometimes, and that's that they feel like they can say anything to me, because that's how I would want my friends to talk to me, that they could say whatever. We kind of alluded to this earlier. You know, which it's a lot of fun. There's not like a lot of, I don't know, like apprehensiveness, and is this okay to say to Tark? It's fine. Okay, I got thick skin. I'll be all right. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. Love y'all's the same way. It's a lot.
Smooches.
It's a lot of Tark slander in there. I don't know how that became the thing, but it's a lot of slander, and it's a lot of fun because I've gotten real good at defending myself. If I ever get into a verbal altercation in the streets of Philadelphia, it's over for that guy. I got so many things to say back, but
They are not prepared.
yes, I'm like, this is just another day for me.
Well,
Sir.
I also think that watching your streams, that you have an incredible grasp of self-deprecating humor, and so I don't think anything anybody could say could beat out what you have said about yourself.
Oh, yeah. No one hates me more than me. Okay, if you think you can out hate me, get in line. All right. So,
I'm the first in line.
Yeah. I'd say that.
Extirpate Fate asks, what kind of challenges does Hades give you that are different from Cuphead?
So Hades is actually, Hades 2 is really hard. I'm really struggling with it. It's how different each run is. Like, I've had like 20 hit runs, and then the next one will be 3, and the next one will be 12, and the next one will be 4, and it's like, or I'll just die, and there's no like, I don't know. I feel like the whole run I'm like sliding down a wall, and I'm just trying to cling on to something. That's how it feels. And with Cuphead, I was like, I know all y'all like the back of my hand. Like, this is fine. There's RNG in Cuphead, but it doesn't feel nearly as chaotic as Hades does, but it's still new to me. So I'm sure that will all slow down, but it's just so fast, and there's just so much going on. Hades 1 was easier. I got Hades 1 like a week. Hades 2 is like, ugh, I don't know, but someone's actually already done it.
Wow.
Yeah. Someone
Shout out to
got
that
world's
guy.
first. Yeah. Shout out Erlope, who
Let's
got
go.
world's first.
So is that your goal, to do that too?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I figured I'm trying to like maximize my time with these runs, where it's like I was already playing Hades 2, so it makes sense to run it while I'm, instead of like picking it back up in a year from now and relearning it, like I'm already fresh with it. It just makes sense to do it now. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Jenna K asks, what is your favorite board game and or card game?
Ooh, favorite card game of all time is Yu-Gi-Oh! If that counts, unless we're talking
Sure.
playing cards. But yeah, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I used to do tournaments, and so much fun. That's kind of more my play style with like gaming. I'm not like an FPS guy. I'm more like a slow, like a chess guy. Like I like turn-based stuff. That's why I love D&D and all that. And yeah, so I would say Yu-Gi-Oh! I just started getting into Lorcana though, which is like the Disney one. So I'm trying to find, I was trying to find a card game that like my girlfriend and I like, something that she'll enjoy because she likes Disney, and then the card game aspect is for me. So I'm hoping she'll like be into that. Yeah. And then board game, my favorite board game of all time. Whew. That's tough. I'll tell you what my favorite board game of the last 10 years is Everdell. Which is awesome. I think it's made.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, you might know. Everdell is made by
Yeah, I've
forget what
seen
else
it.
they make. Yes, but it's so cute. You're basically like little critters, and you're trying to like get all your resources for the season, and you're building a city out of your resources, and it's just really cool. And the board setup is neat. I just really enjoyed playing that. I saw it at PAX. Every year PAX comes to Philadelphia, and they have showcases for all these cool games, and Everdell was there, and I tried to haggle for a cheap board, but the lady was feisty and she was not having it. So screw you, lady. I bought my own. Enjoyed not getting my money. Janelle, or whatever your name was, if you're watching this, I bought it without you. I don't need you.
Yeah.
All right, take that, lady. I'll be back this year. I'm coming back, and I'm gonna bring my board and be like, could have been you. So yeah, I'm
Could've
fired
made it.
up about that. I didn't mean to go on that tangent, but I needed to say that.
There you go.
Thank you. We
I'm
love
happy
your
we were
tangents,
able to
dude.
give you a platform to
Mhm.
get that off your chest.
Yeah,
right.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Hit torques, Janelle.
On this note of games, I'm curious. Like if you had to compare all games in one like bucket, right? Which one would you say is your favorite above them all?
For what's the genre?
No, John.
all.
Like all games that exist.
All games, period, ever, all time. I would still
Yeah.
go Kingdom Hearts.
Interesting. That's
It
amazing.
would still win. It would beat out D&D. Yeah, it would beat out Yu-Gi-Oh. Just because like Kingdom Hearts was just pure fun. You know, there's some lows with Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, you lose some tournaments. You're like, you know, it's an expensive hobby. You know, there's some negatives with like loving a TCG.
Mhm.
You know, it is an investment.
True.
And D&D, I just have never gotten to like. I love playing D&D so much, but I've never in my life finished a campaign. I've never gotten to finish one. Any game I've played, like something happens, or any game I start, like you know how it goes. It's just hard to finish one. It's like, I don't know. It feels like being chosen by the Keyblade or Excalibur. It's like hard to do. I don't know many people that have gotten to finish one. It's a shame.
Huh. Well,
So that maybe that's my goal. I'm adding that goal to my list of Tart goals.
if I'm going to remember this, and maybe we can work something out because you know, I would love like one of my specialties as a DM is that I have completed a lot of campaigns. We have an IRL group that we play with on Sundays that we don't stream, and we've known them for like 9 years, and we've completed 6 or 7 campaigns with them.
That's amazing.
And then I have another group of friends that eventually that did, you know, they moved away and stuff. But before they did, we completed a year-long campaign. All of these were at least a year long. And that one we completed. And then, of course, my most recent one was with Druid, the Isles in the Mist campaign. That we did that for, was that 80, 90 episodes? I don't know. It was
Something like that.
almost
It was a
a
lot.
year and a half. So I'm not trying to brag. My point is that I'm confident in my ability to craft an engaging experience. And as long as the schedule can work out, because that's really most of the time what kills it, I would love to help you experience that someday.
Mm-hmm.
How
I was
could
gonna
you,
say-
Stormy? I can't believe this, man. I'm like, I've never finished campaigns. Like, I actually lost track of how many campaigns I've finished. How could you, Stormy? What kind of interview is this? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I can't believe this, man.
I felt the collective gasp of every DM in chat right now. I mean, like,
Oh,
why are they
No.
going to kick the man while he's down?
I know.
Yeah, why the-
Well, I'm just saying I want to rectify that for him.
No, I love that. I think that's awesome. I think I think it's hard to do, and I think it's testament to you as a DM because people want to see through. That means they're having fun, you know?
Yeah.
They're having fun with you because they are finishing these campaigns, and that probably doesn't happen if it's not fun and they're not enjoying themselves. So I think that says, everything about you as a DM, dude.
Thank you. We'll definitely talk more about that.
All right.
So, what's it? Was there?
Okay, there's this more boom boom asks Tark if you liked a good sports team, which would it
That's not, you can't ask that. That's not, if I don't like how we worded that. I don't like boom boom. What the hell? I do like a good sports team. The Minnesota Timberwolves, perennial losers. I know that's true, but right now they're good, and I'm gonna enjoy that. All right. I'm not answering that question. I'm moving on. Next question. That's as much slander as I've gotten in this stream today. How could you? Next.
be? You went like almost an entire hour and a half without getting roasted by someone.
Yeah, Kieran had his moments, but it's like, yeah.
But that's expected of Kieran also.
right.
But he like divided it between the two of us, right? I don't know if you saw that.
He did. Yeah. Kieran's like standing in the rain and getting mad at being wet, like you're the one out there. So.
Thicky Richards asks, favorite D&D character ever?
Ooh. Good question. Favorite character I've ever had. I think it has to be Girthmog, the Thickness, which was a Goliath. Just absolute delight. Girthmog, just amazing. Shout out to Rusty for letting me play that sickening creature. But Girthmog was just so much fun. I think that was the most I ever felt like part of me in the character. Like usually I try to play outside of myself, which is what I'm doing right now with this monk called Paul Pfister. I feel like everything about him is not like me, but Girthmog I felt like had a lot of me in it, which I realized was more fun than I thought. I thought that I would have the most fun being completely outside of myself, but I realized that I had maybe the most fun being the character that was most like me, which was kind of surprising to me. Yeah, I love Girthmog. And they killed him, and I'll never. Or did they? No, he's dead. He's dead, guys, and I'll never forgive you.
Yep, that's how I feel about Lysander.
Yes, it's hard. It's amazing how like attached you get.
Mm-hmm.
It never doesn't surprise me where I'm like, damn, I feel something for this character.
Yep. Jotun Red Wolf asks, when you find yourself at the top of the world, feeling great, feeling fine, who or what helped you get there?
When I feel my best, I'm at the top of the world.
Feeling great, feeling fine. Who or what got you there?
Wow, this is gonna be a controversial answer, but probably me.
I don't think that's controversial.
Like that's just, like if I'm at the top, I probably got me there. But you also have to give credit to the lack of shackles from those closest to you. Because people can attach shackles to you and like make climbs harder and heavier, and that is a thing. And I think credit to like the people that I love and are super close to me to where that isn't really a hindrance. I got dating a girl that is super like supportive of all the things I do. So like there's shackles that don't exist there, things like that can hold you back. But yeah, no one's helping. I'm 31. I'm probably, whatever I'm doing, I'm probably doing it in a solitary state. But I like it that way. I'm not a group project guy.
Yeah.
I'm not a group project guy. I'm a solo project guy.
I mean,
go ahead.
Gotta be able to rely on yourself,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
well, I lived on my own for like 10 years. So I think that's like just embedded in me. So
for sure.
But even like the music stuff, Rusty, like you bring up the music, like that's a lot of that is like, someone's gotta kind of be the regimented one and be like, hey, we need to do this, this is lacking. We need to do this X, Y, Z. Like there's still like, you know, like a leadership role there where even though that is like a group project thing, there's it, you know, you gotta like
Take
keep
charge.
each other churning, you know? Sometimes it needs that because, you know, life is it's hard. Like there's so many things going on. It's, you know, it's hard to stay focused. And especially when you got multiple hobbies, like, oh, it's over. How are we supposed to do this? But yeah. Yeah, it'd probably be little old Tark.
So Jenna
Great
K
answer.
asks for all three of us, what is our favorite movie genre and why? Go with Tark first.
My favorite movie genre is adventure. It doesn't have to be action adventure, which I realized. There's plenty. I just enjoy an adventure, you know. I want to feel like I have left this world when I watch a movie. And yeah, I think like Lord of the Rings is my favorite, you know, movies of all time. That is to me the GOAT adventure. It is everything I want in a movie, and it delivered. So yeah,
I 100% agree. For me, fantasy fiction, like you said, Lord of the Rings. The extended edition, I try and watch at least every year, or every couple of years.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, I was a big fan of Game of Thrones for most of it. You know, in my top three, my number two is Excalibur from 1977, I think. Just to me, it's the best King Arthur movie ever made. Not even comparable. It's the best knights in shining armor movie ever made. So for folks who've never seen Excalibur from 1977, and some of the coolest British stars got their start in that movie. Patrick Stewart, Liam Neeson, Gabriel Byrne. All three of them are bit characters in that movie.
That's a great cast. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I'm with you. Yeah, fantasy fiction, 100%. My second would be sci-fi.
Yeah, sci-fi is great too. It occasionally gets its cheese on a little bit, which is where sci-fi can lose me. But I generally am with you. I am also a big sci-fi fan.
This one's going to be hard.
I like the fantasy adventure too. Okay.
Why is this hard? Is Drew not a movie person?
I cannot. I'm actually, the entire time you guys are talking, I was like trying to remember the last time I sat down and watched a movie.
What?
What was it?
And I don't remember either of those. Like, I don't remember what movie it was or when it was. And honestly, it's probably been a couple of years since I've sat down and watched a movie.
So Barbenheimer Druid was not a thing.
No, I did not do that. I don't know. I don't know.
I like them more than shows. Shows are like, okay, like let's have an hour-long dialogue, you know? It's like, let's get on with our lives. Let's tell the story, okay? We got 2 hours. Let's get this thing done. Sit your ass down and let's tell a story. That's a movie. That's what let's go movies.
I don't know what it is. I think I one thing that happens to me is if I like a movie, it becomes a repeat movie. And then it's just like that obsessive, like I have to know all of the lore now. And now I have to dive down the rabbit hole of lore and story and history and then it just, you know, on one movie. So imagine watching a movie and then just being like, I'm going to spend the next 6 to 8 months researching every little piece of this movie ever.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. That sounds awesome.
But I also have projects and other things I'm working on. And like, I cannot let that be my all-consuming thing because that happens. Like, it just becomes all-consuming. It's one of the reasons why I can't. There's a lot of things that I'm just like, I have to tell myself I cannot do because it just becomes all-consuming.
That is a thing. I do feel like I as I've gotten older, I had to like make cuts and calls on hobbies. Like I kind of I made a call that I'm gonna stop watching TV shows because it was just the odd man out hobby wise. Like I want to like write music, I want to stream, and I got like everyday life things that I got to attend to. Like something's got to go.
Yeah.
And I think it was TV shows, and I still like dabble here and there, but I don't like if someone says, "Tark, what are you watching right now? Let's hear about it." I'll be like, "I got nothing. I don't watch anything."
Yeah. I also don't watch TV shows. Like right now. Like even though like I am super excited about watching House of Dragons and stuff like that, like I will eventually, but my husband's gonna have to like force me to sit down and watch it. Because I don't know, it's bad enough. It's just, I have to
it's
watch.
hard.
I have to have something. I do have to have noise playing in the background, so it has to be somewhat kind of boring to listen to. It's why I listen to a lot of true crime or court cases or live court feeds. Like it has to be somewhat boring, and that I can kind of tune it out to stay focused on something else.
I have an idea. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get all the homies together, and we're gonna take the greatest movies of all time, and we're gonna reenact them as hand puppets in like 10-minute movies. We're gonna sum up the whole movie in 10 minutes. Hand puppets, Shawshank Redemption, in prison, what
Oh
you get
my
it?
God.
And we
Yes.
will little 10-minute movies, and that's it. Here you go. What do you want to watch? We'll have what's called Druid Flick, so you can go through and find all. Oh, I want to watch, The Matrix, and then little
Number
hand
one.
puppet dodging the bullets.
I love
And
it.
they're just like little bullets on strings.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
that's your line, Karen, idiot.
Just all on a call and just flip it through. Just
Yeah.
oh my God.
Oh, I
So,
love this guy in this. He's so good.
Can't believe the time has flown so much already. We're getting close to the end here, but Jotun Red Wolf has one more really good question for Tarkonix. If someone decided to write your biopic and make a movie about your life, who would you cast as yourself in the film? And you can't choose yourself.
I can't be me. I would choose, let's see, someone has to match my like personality, like the sarcastic wit. I might go with like Ryan Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's got like a sarcastic wit side to him that
Yep.
I feel like I would choose him or Dane Cook because I get him as like a celebrity look. Actually, not anymore, dude. He got plastic surgery. He don't look like me no more. All right, never mind. Sorry, Dane. You're out, dude. Dane's out. All right, that's what you get.
Damn it, Dane.
Stupid Dane.
God damn it, Dane Cook.
Yeah. So I'm choosing Ryan Reynolds or maybe a better one. People say I look like this guy. What is his name? We Are the Millers. Druid,
Don't
come
ask
on.
me.
You've seen this. I know you've seen it. We did the hand puppets one for you. No, you didn't watch
We Are
that
the
one?
Millers?
No, I didn't watch that one.
Jason Sudeikis. Let's go, Rusty. Yeah, I get him all the time. Do I look like Jason Sudeikis? I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. But
I,
so I'm going with that one. Them two. They can duke it out.
So before we wrap up for the day, do you have any last minute comments or questions for us and or the audience?
Yeah, I want to know what perils await the stormy D&D adventures. I want to know any cool ideas you got cooked up. If you're allowed to say, are we allowed to know?
The spoilers? Let's see.
You could be ominous about it if you want.
Okay. Well, I think I can do this generically enough without ruining anything at all. And that is there's much more going on behind the scenes than the characters realize. But I think
Characters know, players are very well aware.
and there's a lot of interesting mysteries at play. A lot of interesting characters.
There are corporations ran by dragons that are like, you can't know anything about the Barbary world. The Barbary worlds can't know about us. Of course there's crazy shit happening. I know it's Game of Thrones level bullshit happening. Of course Thera doesn't know that shit because she's just like, I'm sad, I'm gonna go get punched in the face right now. Like, okay? I can't fern it up, sitting there going, why are you guys being so weird and sketch and stuff? I can't do that.
That is the smirk that I've seen that DM smirk many times. Stormy is enjoying this campaign for sure. That's hilarious.
Genesis Druid went full on Tark. Let's go.
Yeah,
you had steam blowing out your ears like a cartoon character.
It's just because I can't. I can't talk about it in character because Thera's just like, just doesn't trust him. Doesn't know why, but she doesn't trust him. That's it. That's all she can do. I'm waiting for Merrick to just do some weird, crazy, like, what if, blah, blah, blah. And then I can start participating. Thera's not the one to come up with this fucking idea.
Plant some seeds before you guys stream.
Yeah, you got any board game salesman beef? That's hilarious.
No, I just no board game salesman beef. That's good. Yeah.
With that comedy and chaos, this brings our B&B episode to a close. Tarkonix, my dear friend, thank you so much for coming on the show and deigning us with your amazing presence.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. You guys should come out to PAX in Philly, board game convention. They got all kinds of dice and D&D setups for IRL stuff. It's awesome. You should come out.
Let's go.
Think about it.
When is the next one?
It's in December. Yeah, they just did tickets on sale. It's a good time.
I don't know if we'll be able to make it this year, but maybe we could try and plan for next year.
No, we're going to kidnap you like Room Raiders, like from MTV.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're just going to throw you in a van. Yeah.
Yep.
And we'll have TVs playing our hand puppet movies for the whole ride. So.
All right, folks, remember to go support this lovely and beautiful, radiant human being. I appreciate you, Tark.
I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for having me. Thanks for being fun. Thanks for kicking off my weekend with a blast. I love you guys.
I love you.
Ditto.
Smooches.
Same here. 100%.
All right. Y'all have the best weekend ever. Take care.
You too. That was incredible.
So good.
Oh, he didn't have to leave. Anywho, he's probably got stuff to do. Oh, okay. Wow. Incredible. That was, it's every bit as awesome as I knew that it would be, because Tark is fantastic. Like, and this whole string of amazing, like we had Nerdy Northerner last week. We had Tark today. Ryan's on next Friday.
Next Friday.
And then the next Friday after that, which is my birthday, August 9th, is Rusty again. So it's just like all these beautiful people in the same circle. It's such a treat. And
so good.
Druid, thank you for being here today and for being an amazing host. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Stormy. You're amazing as well. Love you.
Okay, guys. So that's it. I guess we got to do the wrap up now.
Sure.
Thanks for coming to the show.
Please drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below.
If you're listening to the podcast,
please rate and review the episode.
We are Bandwidth
and Banter.
Thank you.
And good night.